Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I'm James and you're watching Blue Dog Aquatics. Now today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about green tree pythons. I have one, always wanted one as a kid, and they're amazing animals, and they're kind of hit and miss on whether you can handle them. They're not like your typical snake that you just pull out and you can handle anytime. Well, and I can't say that for all green tree pythons. That's how mine is. A lot of them, if you work with them at a very young age, you might have a different result. I've actually seen a lot of people on a lot of Facebook groups that handle them all the time. Mine, however, her name is Maleficent. She does not like that one bit. But we kind of showed a video a while back on her and what she came from. She came to us in a 55-gallon aquarium that was horizontal. Green tree pythons need vertical space, and so we moved her over to the 220 back behind me here, and that still didn't do it for me. And so we spent I think it was last year, because I've had her for about a year now. We spent last year, we spent some time building her own custom enclosure, and I just wanted to kind of give a brief overview of husbandry and care of green tree pythons. While we take a pause here, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're enjoying this video, drop a comment down below. Tell us how much you love it, and give us any recommendations on any videos you'd like to see. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now this right here is the green tree python's custom enclosure. You can see her. Let's see if we can zoom in on her. I might have to open the door so we can see her. Oh, there she is. Right up in the corner, way up high. Now we can talk about the enclosure just to start with, and it's actually a lot. And I'm sorry about the jitteriness of the camera because I'm working my gimbal for the first time. But this used to be a commercial grade cabinet, something that you would keep like a microwave in and stuff like that, in a restaurant. And we found it at a restore that's like my bread and butter for custom enclosures. And what we did is we stripped down the paint, gave it a flat paint scheme, I guess you'd say, and then we trimmed it out and everything. And then that is 1/4-inch acrylic up front, and man, I forgot how expensive acrylic is. For a 4x8 sheet, I think it was $186. So, oh man, it was just insane. Every plant you see in here is live, and we'll go into more depth in that in a minute, but we're going to open up the top here to show you what we have up here. So in the back we have the fogging system, we have the UVB light, and then we also have a basking bulb in there too. I also have a floodlight in here, and that's only to light up the aquarium more so I can see her. And then in the back over here we actually have a heat platform, and that's so that you can see that she likes sitting up in that top corner, and that's because of that heater. We also retrofitted it with 2 fans, one on each side, so that way it keeps everything up here nice and cool. And up on the top you can see we have our feeding tongs. I'll pull one of those down. Nice and long. This is a 24-inch feeding tong, and I do that just so that I don't get bit. Alright guys, but a little bit of history about the green tree python, and we're going to go and open up this side door. I always keep it locked. I have kids and family that come over, so I just want to make sure that everybody stays safe and nobody gets bit, because I've been bit by her and it does not feel good. Yep, there she is right there. But we green tree pythons come from New Guinea, and they're a little bit over in Australia. They're pretty spread out, and they're really beautiful snakes. So this, like I said, this girl's name is Maleficent. She is about 4 years old, and she's just under 5 feet. She's maybe half the size of my wrist. She's not a very big snake, but she does pack a nice bite to her. And then they say they can grow between 6 and 8 feet in their lifespan. They tend to live about 10 years is on average for them. She actually eats frozen rats. We do small rats for her, and she gets fed every 2 weeks. However, lately, the last 11 weeks, she's been on a kick where she won't take it. She'll bite it, be defensive, and let go and drop it. So that really sucks. If you have any suggestions on what might be going on, we thought maybe it was the humidity. Humidity for these guys is between 40 and 70%, which is achieved by the fogger up above like we showed. Now, a little bit about this enclosure. What we did, you can see in the sides, is that is pond foam that we did. This is all custom carved in here. We got branches everywhere. We got vines so she can move around, and then we actually, if you look closely, that is a running waterfall. Comes from up here. The pump is actually way down in the bottom. We actually have a Tupperware that's down here. We got pieces of slate and stuff like that, just to help with nutrients, but the water level's getting a little low, so we're gonna have to top it off. But I just set the pots right in here. We took out any fertilizer or anything like that, and she absolutely loves it. Every night she's out moving around, just doing her thing. And then we also drilled in some pieces of sticks. Let's see if we can get the camera to work for me here. Oh, helps when you're not stuck on the... You see the big stick over here? That's actually drilled in from the other side so that it's extra supported. We got multiple branches in there for her. That one was longer, and she was tussling with, she literally wrapped a rat in her coil, and then she squeezed so hard that she actually broke the branch off. These guys need thin twigs as well as some sturdy ones to support themselves, but overall they're really great snakes. We'll go ahead and close this up. If you're looking for a snake that you can handle, my experience is that this is not your girl. You can see she moves around a lot because she's knocked over and broken off a lot of the branches. You also want to make sure that the plants you're buying are reptile safe for green tree pythons, just like you would chameleons. But it was really cool. We did cocoa fiber on the edges, and then that way it kind of hid the foam, but we used the foam to go through and hide all the plumbing and everything like that. But it's one of my favorite enclosures. It just brings so much life to it. She's currently sitting on top of a little vine there, and looks like she's murdering it because it's dying off. She gets really mad anytime I try and water it. And we actually have a screen on the top, and that way it sucks out any of the crap, the stuff. And yeah, she tends to like it. She loves moving around the fog. She's so creepy when she moves around, but it's It's really awesome seeing her. Like I said, I've wanted one since I was a kid, and now I have one, and I absolutely love her. We pulled her out because she wasn't eating. I always use an oven mitt because I've been bit by her. I know what it feels like, and I always grab a hold of her head, and then I can move her out, move her body out. We were checking to see if maybe she had eggs in her, and that was the cause of why she wasn't eating. One of my buddies also recommended that with all the storms and everything that's been moving through the Midwest, that could play a part in it. But you can tell she's obviously still in good shape because she doesn't have any skin sagging or anything like that. Her eyes are nice and good, and she had a shed about a month ago, so I love her little white dots that she has all down her body. And it's actually crazy, under the right light, she's actually got blue tints down most of her body because she's a blue morph. I love the blue ones, the complete blue ones. They're just insane. But yeah, like I said, you want to keep humidity 40 to 70%, and then temperature of it needs to be between 85 and 95 with areas for them to move around. And just like chameleons would, you need a cool spot, you need warm spots. They need to be able to find places to drink. Now you may ask, well, you have all these plants down here, how can she find it? Well, it's actually really cool. She actually drinks from the water fountain itself. It was a cool little feature that I wanted to throw in there. Also, if you're going to put a water feature in an enclosure like this, make sure we flex sealed the entire thing on the inside, just to make sure that if water did get out of the tub, there was no way that it could seep out onto my floor or anything like that, which was a really good call. Most of your bigger snakes, like carpet pythons, like we have over there, they can go a while without eating. It makes me nervous because she's really little that she's gone this long without eating, and it's the longest she's gone. But from what I've read, this is kind of their mating time of year, between August and January. So they said that they tend to reduce how much they eat. But when I talked to my buddy, he said that, well, she shouldn't be completely not eating, and that's what she's doing. So it does make me a little on edge with it. But yeah, just wanted to give a quick tutorial and husbandry on it, nothing too long. This enclosure right here is about, it's probably 8 foot tall, and then it's a good 3 feet across. But her little area right here is 3 foot across by about 5 foot, and that's just to optimize the most she can move around. But sorry, let's move this camera around. Like I said, still messing with everything here. We got another video coming out on Friday. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram at Blue Dog Aquatics. We also have a Twitter. We just added Reddit, and then obviously here. So if you're enjoying that, and the website is up and going, so check that out at www.bluedogaquatics.org. And we'll have another video for you Friday. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be over yet, but if you have any ideas, make sure to drop a comment for us on that. I'm going in for surgery tomorrow, so we won't be shipping out orders tomorrow, but we do ship orders Monday through Wednesday all around the US. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, your tank or mine.